morning. Oof. I am in, well, good morning again. I don't think you could hear my voice as well as I would like you to. I'm in LA right now, currently watching Supernatural. It is like my favorite show ever. But in my cousin's room right now, visiting family, and it's been a time. I haven't been vlogging as much these past few weeks because I've just been dealing with a lot of like physical pain and then just needing rest, like a lot of rest. But hi, a girl is back. I think for this last segment of the year, for some reason I split this year up in my head into 3. So like instead of 4 quarters, I split it to 3/3. And September marks the last third of the year, which is kind of crazy how quickly the year went by. But with that being said, I don't really think I plan on compiling this last third of the year into one video like I have this previous one. Well, I'm currently working on the vlog, but you'll see it uploaded soon. And I say that in the sense of I will probably upload week by week if I can, or every 2 weeks, maybe just every month. It's a lot of content to edit if I do like a 4-month span like I've been trying to. So either way, I think it's great. Honestly, recommend anyone and everyone vlog for themselves, even if they don't want to like post it, or just post it privately for themselves and make it private so that no one else looks at it in comments. Like, it's really cool to see your progress and like where you are in life, like really see it for yourself. I think that's what's the beauty of this era of like technology and the boom. You know, everyone talks about how bad it is, and it is pretty bad, but the benefits, I think part of the benefits is like being able to reflect fully, like 100% literally on yourself, because you're going back and watching yourself, hearing yourself talk. You're like, wait, that's not me, or maybe yeah, that is me, you know. It's cool, and I just want to say that. So happy September. I hope you guys had a wonderful Labor Day weekend.
Them before they leave. I went on ahead and just booked mine too after.
Yeah, Barry was telling me yesterday when we were having breakfast. And I was like, oh yeah, you forgot to go for it too. So I texted her.
Oh yeah?
And then
You ready? Ready? Get it. Pick it up. Chunky butt.
it's okay. Oh, me? Oh, what are you doing? Out of the video. Hey. Look at the food. It's so good.
I didn't film anything today, but it's okay. As you see, I'm heading out now. I think this is recording the audio. I walk around like the world knows me, but they really don't. Hey. Hi. I currently
Stretching. Hi. Okay. Bear with me right now, right? I did like 10 push-ups, which is a lot for me because I haven't done push-ups in months, probably. Haven't been very fit at all this summer, besides walking everywhere, which walking's very good for you, right? But it does not compare to, basic calisthenics, really working
Oh shit.
I'm not trying to cry on camera to show it, so that's why my face is not in. But y'all don't understand how many people I come across that are like, look, if you think it's weird to turn down people, even if they have some sort of good intent, but you don't fully trust it yet, to just be willing to go to them or whatever, listen to that still, because I felt bad knowing that there's multiple people in my life who have told me to turn to them when I get like this, or turn to them when something like this occurs. And the problem is, that'd be great, that'd be dandy, but people love to say shit they don't mean, and discernment is very important. I just broke a lot of boundaries that were meant to stay in place because I'm trying to set them aside so I don't know what the fuck I thought. There was no reason to not listen to the same boundaries and enforce, and even more so enforce them on a day like this. I thought it was an excuse to be lazy with them. Not lazy, but not even laziness. This has nothing to do with laziness. I thought there was a reasonable excuse to not have to enforce them as harshly, but clearly today was even more reason to enforce them harshly. Today's supposed to be about my brothers. Today's supposed to be their birthday. And I'm over here trying to calm the fuck down over a meltdown about fucking driving, which I know how to do, which I am licensed to do. But this same person, this parent of mine, who thought she was being nice, let me drive or whatever, the minute I get behind the wheel, got everything in the fucking world to say about what the fuck I'm doing, which in turn is influencing my driving in the moment. Now, I don't know how this happens with everybody. I don't know what else. We got here safe. We got here fine. From what I understand, there was no rules broken. There were no laws broken. I'm confident that I did what I was supposed to do. But that's not to say, in the same moments that she's over here telling me all this other mess about stuff that I'm kind of already aware of, not even kind of, I'm aware of. Look, I don't know how to explain this in a way that makes sense to you. You could just be out there being like, oh no, this bitch don't know how to drive. Oh yeah, just because you have a license and it's been some time. Yeah, sure. I have big ass breaks between driving. Fine, you can sit there and think I don't know how to do shit. But if I still manage to get across the fucking roads with no pulling overs, no harmings of others, no ruining of the own vehicle, come on, let's be fucking for real here. People want to think what they want to believe. They want to be in their headspace, and it's sick, and it's terrible, and it sucks, because it be the same people who you thought you could look to. Look, this is probably not for everyone, but if you feel like you relate, please keep this in mind, because I'm only recording this with my fucking snotted nose self, I'm only recording this because I need this as a clear reminder, clearly, since I have a struggle in understanding what's right to trust. This has to be my personal reminder, and if you happen to come across it, shit, I hope you know that you should never be sounding like this over something like this. Get away from the people who make you feel like this. Get away from the people that you thought weren't supposed to make you feel like this and yet somehow are. Please. Because it's not funny when, God forbid, it gets to a point where you have to get on medication or you have to get sent to a hospital and they don't treat you nicely. I may not have gone there yet. I may not have been there yet. God forbid, there's even a yet. Amen. But it is never that serious for them to influence you this much. You're still here. You know who you are. You know what I'm talking about. Please go to that mirror. Just love yourself. Trust yourself. Even if it's one of those weeks. Hard to pull together. There's no reason why anyone should ever feel this way about the same people, the same loved ones, the same people who probably brought them to this world, brought them through things, teach them things and everything. The time's up. It's time for you to apply your knowledge, because they don't believe you. They don't trust you. You don't got to sit here and have a point to prove. Sure, it's motivating as hell, but just remember that you are now your own teacher, because you have to apply what you know, and you have to outdo yourself. And if you know you're lacking, you're ignorant somewhere, try a new source, try a new class, try a new version, try new school, try new study materials, try new shit. Please, even if it seems stupid, please do it new. The other stuff not working. They say if it's not broke, don't fix it. Then don't. But shoot, there's even a sliver, a hairline crack. Get to figuring it out. Please.
Yes, I guess I'll stand. I know it's supposed to be unlocked. Two very different people here. This guy's in a suit. I'm in street clothes.
Hey y'all. It's been a long day. I don't understand why I'm not asleep right now yet. It's only 8, right? But I'm exhausted. I've been up for like 12 hours now. And I somehow had the energy to practice roller skating again in like a year. Today after work, and I spent an hour or so doing that, and thankfully I ain't forget too much, but let's just say I definitely had to brush up on some things. I am trying to practice learning how to stop, because I really want to be able to commute in my skates, like to work, to maybe like the grocery store, like stuff like that. And you need to know how to stop and like be comfortable going and stopping, and I really want to master that. So I'm gonna try my best to continue practicing. But whew, So I'm not sure if any of y'all are huge into like the whole astrology thing, but one thing I'll say is even if you're not someone who's into astrology, I really focus on the planets, and the moon can tell you a lot about yourself, especially as a woman, especially as a lady, someone who has a cycle. And a lot of times the moon, the way it cycles, correlates a lot with one's period. Aside from that though, I was curious how everyone's been feeling since it's eclipse season and it's the weekend of the eclipse, especially the new moon eclipse. Okay, I know we had the full moon eclipse a couple weeks ago. I haven't posted any of that stuff yet, but I'm hoping to get this out in the next few days. But I'm really like intrigued with this energy because around the full moon, I had a lot of mental health issues to release. Well, not release. That doesn't even make sense. I had a lot to release and just mentally ground myself. Really understand where I'm at with myself. Where do I want to be? Who do I want around me? Do people around me care for me the way I believe they do? Or are they, am I overthinking? Am I over reliant on someone who's not, on some bodies who aren't really there for me, Those are important things to look over in your life. And I am just exhausted this time around because that was the full moon. That was a lot for me. But this new moon, it feels good. I just am a little nervous. I will say though, I unfortunately had a pretty consistent yet annoying reminder that no matter how much I try to, I don't know the right words for this yet, so I'm not even going to speak on it too much. But what I will say is that, as usual, my mom and I had a tiff. It wasn't even a tiff. It was more like an argument. And I just try to help myself remember. She needs help. She's one of those people that just does not like to have anyone outside of her beliefs have any influence on her or over her or anything. So she's very untrusting of anyone who's outside her opinion, her understanding of things. So it's really silly because if she doesn't understand something and she's like either wrong about it, or even if she's not wrong about it, she's just very ignorant or judgmental about things. It's embarrassing because we're like, hey, like my brothers and I, but mostly me, like, hey, you don't gotta like talk like that, you don't gotta act like that, you don't gotta think like that, or say things about people, or just be so heavy and what's the word? She just stands very strong in her beliefs to the point where it makes her look ridiculous. And she doesn't care, which is cool, but not when you're trying to actively work with or be around people that you can't agree with or see eye to eye with. So it's a little awkward, but long story short, her and I cussed each other out. Mostly, I wasn't really cussing her out so much, especially not the first time, but I was driving her car. She had me drive, and granted, I still don't have my own car yet, but I have a license, and I get it. I'm not an experienced driver because I don't regularly drive, but she was cursing me out, pressing me out, all the above, about every single move I was making in her car. And it was like picking and choosing everything and actively making me a nervous driver by yelling and screaming at me to do something her way while I'm trying to actively watch traffic and ignore her as much as I can before I can pay attention to her words, because it's just like so, like, I'm surprised my heart didn't fucking stop. Like, part of me wished that I had a heart attack in those moments, because like she just goes so far that she doesn't care and she doesn't realize it, and it's really draining. Because that's just one example of it, but I often have to remind her, like, you're very mentally draining. You do this to me all the time, and it's not just in the context of driving her car. Like, I get it, it's your car, fine, feel how you want to feel, but then don't offer next time if you don't trust the driver you're putting behind your wheel. Regardless, there's been so many instances and moments of our relationship where she's genuinely gone so hard and been so harsh with me in that same way about other things, other topics, other like aspects of life, where I'll make certain choices that she completely doesn't agree with, and she'll berate me and degrade me every chance she gets about it. And it'll be random, like we'll be talking about what we're gonna eat, and then all of a sudden something random is pointed out or observed around us in the moment, and she has to bring up and berate me and degrade me for some old choices I made somewhere from 6 months, a year, 3 years ago. Like, it's so frustrating, and it's hard because my brothers just became adults, and even then, when you just turn into an adult, you're still a baby, just a baby adult, and no one understands until they get there. I understood it before I got there, but that's a different story. But it was just so exhausting. Like, this entire weekend's been so exhausting, and ironically, it's been around the time of the eclipse. I guess fortunately and unfortunately, my brothers have their birthday like right before the eclipse, so kind of sucked for them. Well, it didn't suck for them. It kind of sucks if they felt like there was a lot going on, or they felt like their shine taken away because of my mom and I. Like, I don't know. I don't think they felt like that. They seem to have enjoyed their birthday, but I don't like when things like that happen. It makes me not want to see or visit her. And it sucks because in turn, it's hard to see my brothers because they live with her. So it's like, what do I do? So, your girl skated today. She went to work today, and I've been having a really hard time trying to just continue with and accept doing my promotion, or like the process to getting promoted, or like stopping and slowing down and leaving the place because it's my main income. And I know most people would logically be like, why don't you just dump your other 2 part-timers and just stay with the main income? And it's like, I enjoy my other ones too much. And one could argue, sure, it's because I'm not going there all the time or every day, but I disagree. It's just really a difference. I don't know how to explain it, but I enjoy the other 2 a lot more. I think it mostly has to do with the fact that I can control my time, whereas with my main job, you have to, it's kind of like a lottery. Like you give what you're available for and you get what you get, you know? And while I may have some sort of favor or support, it's not enough because, first of all, it's not really supposed to be that way. It's supposed to be fair for everybody, so I don't expect to have any more favor or support, but it sucks having to give your time, and it feels very controlling in that aspect. And that's not really my job's fault. It's more so the company of the job's fault. The way the business structure is set up, and it sucks because it's like they try to make up for it with different benefits they offer, but I'm not gonna lie, our country is not in a great spot, and it hasn't been for a while. Some could argue it always hasn't been since like I was born, but I don't want to feel trapped, and part of me feels trapped into having to stay there. And I've tried to reason with myself. I'll probably talk to my therapist a little more about it and see where I want to go with it, but I really have tried to tell myself and remind myself, like, this isn't forever, and it doesn't have to be if I don't want it to be. And this is really, you know, unfortunately I really am still there for the check. I am still there for what I gotta pay for, because there's other things I want to take care of and get out of the way. Unfortunately, I still owe student loans, even though I only went for a year, a little less than that, but a full year of college. And it sucks because I couldn't afford to go back, and it's the fact that I'm still paying for some sort of loan that's so frustrating. And I know most people would be like, so what, let that debt stay there. It's just like, I am not someone who likes owing anyone anything that I'm aware of, especially if it's a circumstance where it's clear that I owe someone something. And I just don't want to feel glued to everything, you know? But I do crave stability and consistency, which is what I have at my main job right now. But I don't like work. It really takes someone who isn't super interested in anything to like do it, I guess. I don't know. I don't have the right words for it, but I feel like I'm someone who's so seeking deeper connection, seeking much more impactful work, that the way I go about a job for me feels like in some way it has to be people oriented, but maybe not the way I'm doing it right now, because all 3 of them that I'm doing, my 3 jobs, they're people oriented, but in such amounts that are like massive amounts, like good amounts, group amounts, and it's all right. But I'm also someone who really likes solitary work, and I'm trying to find the balance of both. And I'm also creative, and unfortunately I've been shunning myself from having my creativity show and open up and be explored again. It sucks because it's hard to break out of that fear. And I know some days I can do it, some weeks I can do it, and sometimes I just get so defeated, and it's so hard to get back, or the bounce back is so much harder. It's a lot easier to do things when you're mindless and carefree, like most children. Unfortunately, I don't think I was ever a carefree child. Maybe in the first like 5 years of my life, but after that it just seems like life is so harsh and hard that I don't know how to, it's like a process. I'm really working on letting go and embracing carelessness again, embracing the ability to just make a mess up, let shit crumble, you know, the way kids do, the way toddlers do. and just trusting myself that I can do that and still maintain what I want.